Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Sagittarius. How are you guys? Those of you who are new to the channel, I do single specific love readings on Monday, so you can check out my playlist. Those are usually good for a month or so feel free to check them out. There may be a message. So Sag, let's have a look at your energies. This can be any aspect of your life. Ooh, there we go. I see sacred contract. A little me time. And dances on one foot, balancing act. So I feel some of you, now I often see this as kind of the hangman or temperance, where it's an energy of kind of looking at things different. Okay, I feel some of you are trying to kind of get your balance out your life here, but I also see energy of trying something new. I do feel someone here needs a little time alone. I do feel there's some kind of contract negotiation here, something that needs to be figured out, okay? And I do feel it has to do with being fair, okay? And doing things right. If you feel something is off, it probably is. Yeah, but I feel it just has to do with, you know, balancing something out here. I see groupthink, mindful. And we have a reconciliation energy. Now, this is often reconciling with friends and family. It could be a family reunion, but I feel there's something that needs to be talked about because it's the wailing tree. There's some things that need to be looked at. And it could be, it's kind of like, you know, an energy of the Hierophant. I get the vibe, you know, it's a contract, but it's a covenant, sacred contract. It's something special, you know. And I'm not going to go into soul contracts and things like that, but I feel it has to do with being around like-minded people, some kind of reconciliation and being mindful. Okay. Some of you just need to get out of your head. You need a little bit of me time. This is the me talks energy. I really like this card. It's body, mind, and a spirit. So, yeah, it could be a reconciliation with self too, taking time to figure things out. So I see an energy of surrendering. See, I feel it's an energy of surrendering. Now, this is a positive card. It has to do with someone wanting to surrender. It does look like a possible reconciliation, but I feel it has to do with groupthink. So some of you may not, you know, agree with somebody. There could be some kind of an agreement. Okay, contract, negotiation, could be a family situation, but somebody here is about to surrender to this. Okay, yeah, it's an energy of a person who is putting something behind. So it feels like something being left behind, moving and kind of moving on here. So the wailing tree is about you know, getting things off your chest, talking, you know, crying it out, sharing your feelings and emotions. So let's have a look at the sacred contract. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. So there's some kind of an opportunity. So I feel it's about, you know, it could be anything. But it does look like some sort of a reconciliation energy. It looks more like with friends and family, a group of people. But it's an energy of being mindful, okay? Yeah. See, pulling back, something feels off. You may feel, like I say, it's somebody who, you know, kind of wants to, you to, maybe it's somebody who wants you to surrender to that. Kind of feel some of you may not, but I actually feel like it's just, I feel it's really an energy of whatever this is, getting it off your chest, talking about it, putting it behind and just moving on. Okay, but definitely the energy is me talks. Oops, that's just popped out. Yeah, so I do see things being exposed, but the Tower. See, some kind of an epiphany. Now, I actually feel there's going to be a lot of happiness, okay? Because I do feel it has to do with some sort of reconciliation, but I feel there's a need for clarity, everything out in the open, but I just see a lot of joy and happiness here. Someone kind of pulling back after a period of time, you know, after some time alone, having this epiphany. So, like the Towers come down, but it to me, it looks like, you know, some sort of reconciliation. Yeah, rebuilding the Tower. But I do see some kind of positive, something being exposed, starting something new, rather sudden. Okay, so it could be just a reconciliation with yourself, not to surrender, not to give up something you want here. See, to do with this this contract negotiation. Okay, Because I do see this cup runneth over. So there's something emotional here too. Yeah. See, there we go. I see a little Aries energy. Could be anyone though, even yourself, but it's an energy of someone looking at it, taking a leap of faith and going down this path. It's a sudden, I feel, revelation or an epiphany. Okay. Yeah, it's time to start something new, but I just see a lot of joy and happiness coming in suddenly. Yeah, there we have the King of Wands. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, could be yourself or another person. This is a person who often doesn't give up. You see, this is why I feel it has to do with the surrendering. See, it's a person who's often very determined, but like I say, this is an energy of someone who's in your family, your social circle, but it's about group thinking the same. Okay. Could be an energy, like I say, where something feels off. It might feel like a little bit of a risk. Okay. Maybe for yourself, but this person's throwing caution to the wind. They're going for it. And it could be very well a person who feels a little bit like a fool. They may be having an epiphany and feeling a little bit like a fool after, you know, looking at things from a different perspective, after they've taken a little bit of a break here. So let's have a look at this wailing tree. Whoops. This is the ones that actually hit my finger underneath. Yeah, so there's an energy of someone coming back around or some kind of change. Now it's a person focused on the wand, so they're very passionate about their beliefs. They're very passionate. But, you know, this is almost like the Nine of Wands energy, the Sky Dancer. So it's an energy of, you know, surrendering. Okay. But this would make 10 of Wands. So I feel there's baggage, burden, things that need to be resolved, discussed to be on the same page. But I feel it's about seeing things from each other's perspective. Okay. And I also, like I say, it's an energy of someone who's kind of reflecting, one last look over their shoulder. It's a person who doesn't want to give up. So I do feel for some of you there could be a reconciliation. And, you know, if reconciliation is completely off the table, it still doesn't mean someone couldn't come back around. But to be honest, I feel a lot of this is a reconciliation with yourself, not to surrender. Okay, until there's either some kind of commitment or some kind of negotiation here. So there's the Ace of Swords, some sort of truth. See, this is a person, win or lose. But it's about seeing the truth. See, there's that little aha moment. Yeah. I feel like I see a lot of joy and happiness because I see somebody. I do see a Leo here, somebody, you know, wanting to start something. It's possible there's been some kind of issue or problem to do with a commitment, a contract, a negotiation. I feel it's just about two people not seeing eye to eye. It's like you're not on the same page. Okay, so this is where I feel, you know, the wailing tree. It's kind of like, you know, talking things through, saying everything you need to say, getting it off your chest, and then putting it behind. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. I see happiness, sudden joy and happiness, a revelation, but I also see somebody in the energy, and it could be yourself, just seeing the truth. There's a little bit of a risk here. See? Let's grab this smaller deck. Let's have a look at that Ace of Swords. There we go. So it has to do with, you know, some strong Leo energy, but it's a person who's confident. See, that this can be successful. Someone's feeling more confident. It could be a person who, you know, feels that a little bit like a fool here. See, the epiphany, because it's like it's something started and then it started and ended. It didn't go anywhere. You see, because of someone's lack of confidence. But now the truth is they're feeling more confident. I feel there's someone who's definitely feeling a little bit like a fool, but I feel it has to do with taking some kind of a risk. See, there's been a little bit of a break, some kind of pause, time to heal. See, the me talks, healing. Somebody pinned down by their thoughts, pinned down by negative energy. And that's the time alone, the me talks. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, and it's also with the energy of balance. Like I say, if something feels off here, you know, someone may have not been well too. I can see an energy. It's a little side message of someone not well. Okay. But I feel there's going to be something really positive coming out of that. Feeling healthier, trying something different, getting more rest, taking more, you know, care of yourself here too. So yeah, it's an energy of bringing back that balance, I feel. Yeah, whew. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Why is this here for Sagittarius? Oops. Yeah, see, there's confirmation, Ace of Cups, an opportunity. Someone's cup runneth over with emotion. It's they want a fresh new start, another opportunity. You see, for a lot of you, it definitely feels reconciliation. But if, like I say, for yourself, you may make a reconciliation with yourself to stay strong and not surrender to this. Okay, because maybe you took a risk before. You took a risk or a leap of faith. Because I see something started and then the tower came down. You see? It's, everything needs to be exposed here. That's what I feel. Everything needs to be exposed with the wailing tree. Let's have a look at the tower. There's the tower here. Yeah, see, there it is. There's that Sagittarius energy. See, just calming down. Okay, so I see some kind of temptation to take a leap of faith, but I feel if something feels off, okay, that's that massive epiphany where you feel something might be off. Okay, so that's why I feel there's been some kind of a break, time to take a little break and heal, just to release all this this pinned down kind of energy. We also know that, Sag, you can be hard to pin down. You don't surrender or give in easily. Okay, I can see that energy. But I can see that energy with this. There's some very strong Leo energy here for some of you. Yeah. I definitely can feel it's an energy of putting something behind. Baggage, whatever's happened. The wailing tree, a little bit of the blame game, you know. But I feel, like I say, I feel this is someone who wants to talk things through. They're very passionate about this. Okay. They want this new beginning. So however they communicate, there's going to be a lot of passion. But yeah, so it's about putting it behind and moving forward successfully. But I don't know if you're on the same page with this person. I still get this little bit of vibe where, you know, it's almost like you have to be convinced here. You know, honestly, I feel there's two people. There's chemistry. Some of you having a new opportunity too. Like there could be some kind of choice you're making and you need to just sleep on it here. You know, if you've been on a break from someone, you could have something new coming in and you may have that realization that, you know, there could be just a lot of chemistry, very sudden, you know, that's that instant attraction. You might be reflecting on something from the past too. I feel some of you are going to make a reconciliation with self, with the me talks. Okay, because I feel someone threw caution to the wind, lived in the moment, and then they ended up in healing mode. And it has to do with that group thing. See, we've got a person in their head doing a lot of thinking, strategizing, analyzing, mindful. You see? Yeah. So, you know, the group think is everyone thinking the same, needing to be on the same page. Everyone has to agree to be in a specific way. I'm not a fan of the group think energy because it's an energy of someone who's not thinking for themselves or wants somebody to see things their way, you see? So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just a person analyzing and strategizing and doing a lot of thinking. They're looking at all the possibilities. This is when that's close by like this is they're looking, planning ahead how this may play out. So I feel they're kind of preparing themselves. But they are definitely passionate about what they believe in. Okay, you may not share the same beliefs. Like I say, there's some kind of blame game here, possibly. Ace of Wands. You know, and when I see the Fool like that too, and I feel that blame game or that energy of the Nine of Swords energy here with the surrender, I kind of feel like somebody took some sort of a risk. And then it's about taking responsibility if you take a risk, right? So that's why I feel pull back if something feels off, because if you take a leap of faith, you're responsible for that risk you're taking. So it's about being accountable. Okay. So, but I feel this person's the one in that energy. So we have the Queen of Swords. See, being very wise, being discerning, you see. I don't think you're going to surrender so easy. I feel there's a need for some clarity, some clear communication. Okay. Yeah. Some of you could have some options here. Like, you've got that, the Two of Cups came out. Now it is confirmation, but you might have some kind of choice to make. Like I say, you may have been going through a healing or on a break with someone and decided to cut somebody out and take another opportunity. But I definitely can see someone wanting to get something off their chest. Speaking the truth, being discerning, very wise. Yeah. See, it's energy of tempering the words, tempering the thoughts. Somebody watching their temper. Okay, so could be an energy where that's been revealed, where somebody has a bit of a temper, you see, if they don't get what they want. So there could be some kind of a break. But I like the energy of temperance, because I feel it's about tempering it, just calming down a little bit, okay, taking a little break, seeing things from the other person's perspective. So I'm hopeful here. Let's have a look at the strength. Yeah, see, manifesting. This is someone who has all the tools, the information. See, manifesting, mirroring each other. I feel we got two people who are somewhat similar. Okay, but I do feel it's like an energy of someone maybe even testing your patience here. Okay, so just sort of be mindful of that, I feel. And I mean, that mindful card could be that, telling you to be mindful, to think for yourself, okay? Make your own choices, decisions here. But the Magician tells me, it's an energy of having all the tools, the information, everything you need to know to be confident, to have to do with truth, success, victory. Okay? This person's coming in, win or lose, okay? But they have to tell the truth. See, it's that epiphany, that aha moment. Yeah. They're looking at how this may play out. To be honest, I feel they're prepared for you to question them and be, discerning. You're being mindful, Yeah. And I can see the energy of being patient, hoping something pays off. So I feel it's an energy, if you are patient, I do feel something could pay off if you want it to. But I feel it's an energy where I feel like some of you have lost your patience with someone here. Okay? Yeah. And I do feel it's an energy of, and I mean, it could be them. It could go either way, or just even with each other. But I feel with the Queen of Swords here, that sword's up for a reason. I feel it just has to be confident about making a decision. Yeah, see? It's either moving away to avoid a disaster, or it has to do with taking more time to get to know somebody, okay? Yeah, I mean, it's an energy of just waiting for things to calm down, just calming down, taking the lessons learned. See, some of you have learned to know when to avoid a disaster, but I do feel you're going to be tempted by this person, okay? So just take the lessons you learned from the past, but it could be this person too. Like I say, they could be taking the lessons they've learned, wanting to put this behind and, talk about it, discuss it, and leave it in the past where it belongs. So if it's something you want, I feel there's hope. But I do feel an energy of definitely having to be patient. Okay. Yeah, but it does look like there was something started and ended just as fast. Okay, for some of you, but others of you, it's energy of this beautiful joy, the start of something. But if you start to feel something is off, don't be afraid to question it. Okay. Yeah, the Magician's there, but it has to do with building, putting in the work. Yeah, I see the birth of something new, the Empress. Well, it's one thing. You're definitely, your worth and value. I mean, regardless if this is a relationship or some other kind of opportunity, a contract, you see, like I say, make sure everything's clear and out in the open. Don't be afraid to ask for clarity. Okay. Don't be afraid to, sleep on it before you make a decision. But, the Empress is generally open. I do see energy of work and building, but it takes two people, you see? Yeah. So I'm definitely doing some inner work too. But it has to do with someone putting in the effort is what I feel. Yeah, so there it is. I don't know. Like I say, I feel this could go in a couple different directions, but with the Empress being open, it has to do with, breaking free from a situation. Okay, now I also see an energy of success and victory. So it could go either way, because when I see that Six of Wands, it's an energy of paying attention to the red flags when something feels off. See, taking lessons you learned from the past. If it feels off, it feels off. To trust that, okay? But definitely some of you, I feel like you want to get something off your chest. There's something you want to say. Yeah. But that Six of Wands can be, you know, someone's pride and ego getting in the way, where it's not a victory, not something long term. Okay. But I feel it's an energy of putting in the effort, planning and preparing for it to be successful. I feel this person's looking at how this might play out. They're thinking here, looking at all the possibilities how this is going to play out, because it does look like a reconciliation for a lot of you. But if there isn't, and you are making a reconciliation with yourself to take lessons learned from the past, to learn to speak up and ask the questions, not just to leap into a situation. It's about looking before you leap, communicating, making sure you're on the same page, some kind of an agreement. Okay. But yeah, with Temperance here, I feel, you know, watching your words, tempering your thoughts. And I feel this person needs to get into that energy as well. Tell me more about the King of Swords with the King of Cups. What's this person thinking here? Yeah, they're keeping some of their feelings to themselves. They're looking at how it play out. They're careful what they wish for. Yeah, but they're hoping you'll fill their cup. Yeah, they know they may not get what they want, but they're hopeful. That's what I say. They're looking at how this will play out. You see, they're preparing themselves. That it may not be successful. They're preparing. I mean, it could be a prenup if you're in a relationship. Some of you have been seeing someone. There could be some kind of a prenup too. Preparing, you know, hoping for the best with the Nine of Cups and preparing for the worst. So I often see that as a prenup kind of energy. Yeah. It could be a work situation too, just an opportunity. It could, there may be a decision here. Yeah. About moving and relocating. Some kind of promise maybe you're making to yourself here too. But do pay attention to the signs, the signals, the red flags. Okay. Yeah, because I feel it's an energy of manifesting. I feel that you have all the tools you need. You have everything you need. Okay, for this to actually be successful with the Empress, because you've mastered life. So you're mastering the elements of the Queens here. You see, so you're very powerful in this energy. You're strong. You can be confident. See, they're not so much, because they're already, instead of just coming in and talking, they're taking the time to look at how it's going to play out, preparing themselves. See, I feel another thing is they keep a lot of their feelings to themselves. It has to do with, you know, we got the Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. I do think this is someone who's got an ego. I do think they hide a little bit behind a mask. Okay, they kind of hide their true feelings on the situation. So let's have a look. Actually, let's look at that King of Wands again. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, see, they're thinking things through, becoming more decisive. So that's good. They're becoming more confident. And, you know, this is generally a person who becomes confident. And that is, you know, the King of Swords is confident they can make the right choice and decision for themselves. So, you know, it could be, you know, talking, communicating, giving advice. So, like I say, we got somebody whose pride may be getting in the way. But yeah, I mean, they're thinking things through. This is someone who's likely, you know, wanted to rush into a situation before. But to be honest, I feel this is someone who probably, if it's a relationship, it looks like they don't want you to get away, but they're thinking it through. You see, looking at the possibilities, what to expect here. Yeah, with the railing tree. Yeah. Well, it's just where you talk it through, you get it off your chest. So, yeah, there could be something else involved with trip or travel for those of you who are in a relationship, with a family reunion or get together of some kind here where you just don't agree. Okay. So it's about kind of planning and hoping everything turns out okay, especially if it's going to visit people here. But I'm seeing something long term. See? It's an energy of a victory, some kind of a victory, some kind of truth. See? It's something to do with moving, traveling, or someone coming back around. It's like I say, being mindful if someone comes around that they've changed. See, so while there's a break here, you may have changed how you feel about this person. You might not feel the same, but you may want to take this opportunity to speak your mind. Because I feel that's why it's there. You know, you've got this person's in that King of Cups energy. You got someone keeping their feelings to themselves, playing it safe. Yeah, you got someone in their feelings. They're feeling pretty emotional. I kind of figured it might come out, because often with that, it means they're going to offer you the cup. They want to offer you this cup. Yeah, just put themselves out there, see, wearing their heart on their sleeve. That's what I feel. I feel like, I mean, some of you, like I say, you could be like, you may have started something that ended very quick. You may have someone coming back around wanting to reconcile. Some of you, to be honest, there's irreconcilable differences here, okay? That's where I feel for some of you. But others of you, there could be another person coming in, because I feel some of you have moved on. You see? And you've got someone else coming in here. Now, it could be a person who's a little different than the usual type. Maybe it's time to try something different. But I feel they're going to try something different. So just watch. I got to be honest. It feels very positive, but for a few of you, watch somebody who tries to emotionally manipulate you. Okay? Because that's why I feel be discerning and be mindful. Because it doesn't mean they're out to harm you. It's just a person often who uses that emotional energy to tempt you. And I do feel like you're going to be tempted by this. Yeah. But I also feel for a lot of you, for a majority, I mean, the energy is pretty strong, that this is someone who wants to wear their heart on their sleeve. They want to lay all the cups on the table and put themselves out there. So, but I also can see a lot of you traveling, some kind of an event, some kind of offer, some kind of invitation to a big gathering, okay? Some kind of big gathering. That's why I feel there's this family get-together, reunion, or just, you know, getting together with a bunch of people who are like-minded, okay? Something to do with some community. Likely they're friends and family. But see, there's that aha moment. That might, sometimes when that comes out, when I'm doing readings, I feel like it's, I get this vibe of people at this point in the reading kind of cluing into something. But that's here twice, Ace of Swords, truth, success, victory. See, the light bulb going off, some kind of idea. This person's coming up with some kind of idea. So that's where I feel, where you may feel something's a little off. Yeah, well, there it is. Now we have the Queen of Cups. So there's some feelings here. There's definitely some feelings. See, the wailing tree, sharing all your feelings, emotions, see, it's about people seeing how the other person feels. So whatever's happened here. Yeah, it's a lot of emotions. I see the emotions here. I see two people putting all their cups on the table, sharing how they feel, what you like, what you don't like. Okay. Definitely an energy of being kind and compassionate too. So I actually see two of you becoming more kind and compassionate, more sensitive to each other's feelings. So I feel hopeful for some of you, even if it is a reconciliation. But if it's where you have to make one with yourself to know when to move on to avoid a disaster, if this is someone who comes around and they haven't changed, that's why the Queen of Swords is to be wise, okay, to question it. Okay, don't be afraid to ask the questions you need to ask. Tell me about the world. It's positive. I see a lot of growth, prosperity, just kind of going with the flow and seeing how things happen. But see, there's that energy where you know, being careful, this person, you know, making sure they're sincere. Okay. Like I say, I got this vibe where there's, you know, you might feel something is off, that they're not sincere, or they're just telling you a story, telling you what you need, what they think you need to hear. So that's, I don't feel for all of you, but definitely some of you. But often it's an apology. But see, there's a little bit of a fish in a cup. Often it's a person who'll reach out and they're just fishing for information. They're trying to find something out. So, yeah, they tell, you know, it's a person who reaches out in a way. But honestly, I feel like if there is, you have an opportunity with someone new after a pause or a break with somebody, you could have started something new and then you have this other person coming back in. So that's what I kind of see for some of you, is another person coming back around just when you start something new. When you're just about put this behind, you just about put this behind you and you're ready to move on, and then here they come. But just watch what they tell you. Be discerning of the story. Okay? Make sure they take responsibility for their actions, where, you know, but it's about both people taking responsibilities for their part in whatever happened. Okay. And if somebody comes in and starts making up excuses, this is often a person who doesn't have a lot to say. Okay. So that's another thing. Often it's just somebody who doesn't have a whole lot to say, but it's what they do say. Yeah, it's kind of interesting energy, but yeah, I kind of expected that because I could see somebody trying to manipulate someone a little bit emotionally, but often we have people who, you know, we have to remember some people are apprehensive, a little shy. They're not very good at putting their feelings out there like that, wearing them on their sleeve. Okay, so definitely with the sun here and the temperance, it's, you know, watching your words, tempering your passions and emotions. Okay, just, you know, just being calm and let this person know. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Okay, because there's something to do with the way someone's expressing themselves too. Yeah. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. Yeah, see, they want to offer something. It's about putting their best foot forward, planting the seed. It's like rebuilding the foundation. So now it is possible there's somebody here who they made excuses. Make sure they're, you know, they take responsibility for their own actions too. Okay. Yeah, I actually feel someone here feels like a fool. You know, I just get that vibe for some where they just feel like a fool. But I mean, it could be yourself. Maybe you took a risk with this person. Even knowing something was off, you took a risk. So you have to take responsibility for your own actions, but they do too. So you want to watch that. Yeah, it often takes two people. It's not just, you know, there's always two sides to a story too. But the Page of Cups for me, especially with this deck, is someone who often tells a story. They tell you what they think that, you know, will get them what they want because they want that cup filled. Make sure you get something you want here. Don't bend over backwards to please. Don't fill this person's cup. Okay, it's good, fine to be, you know, kind and compassionate, but make sure that, you know, you're getting what you want or you're hearing what you need to hear too. So, but yeah, looks like you've got an opportunity with somebody coming in. Solid, reliable, building, planting the seed, building the foundation there. The Ace of Wands there, yeah. Two people talking, connecting. Now, often what we have here, and I do possibly see there being another person who's come into the mix after something ended. Somebody comes in while you're on a break. So just be honest and open. Just tell the truth, because I do see the Ace of Swords, truth. Okay. Yeah. I do see two people connecting, but this could be, like I say, where you've already moved on. Okay. Some of you, I feel, have moved on to something more successful. And actually, if you have, I do see it being a victory. I feel whatever you choose, you're going to have a victory, because I feel like you're going to use that, you know, your Empress energy, the Queen of Swords energy. Okay. But I also see you being confident in a decision that you're making. Okay. You also need to be confident and be mindful. Okay. Yeah. But I do see a Two of Cups. But when I see the Page there, as I say, somebody's more emotionally attached than the other person. Okay. Because we have a person here who's offered one little cup and they've kept all their feelings to themselves, but yet they come in with the King of Cups. And then when I see the Magician, it's like, you know, just be a little careful there, where someone tries to get you to feel sorry for them. Okay. Where they come in, especially if they've had a temper tantrum or something's happened, they lost their temper, whatever's happened. Okay. So like I say, just be, and it's also an energy where this person may come towards you and they may have some kind of story to tell you. They want you to feel sorry for them because somebody else broke up with them or something's happened to them. Okay. So I just feel like it's just telling you to really think things through, sleep on it. Don't rush into anything. But I do believe this King of Swords, King of Wands, I feel, energy is a person just kind of looking at how things play out. They're thinking about all the possibilities, you see? Yeah, that you may have actually even moved on too. So that's why I feel strongly there's some sort of reconciliation. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. A soulmate connection, two people seeing eye to eye. See, it's about two people talking, seeing eye to eye, getting on the same page. Some of you may never get on the same page with someone here. Okay? And I do see the possibility of other options, somebody new coming in. If you, like I say, on a break from someone, you may have this revelation that you've moved on. If they come back around, you might not feel the same. So that's where where you find the strength and confidence to just speak the truth. Okay? So just telling someone how it is. But there it is. There's this incoming multiple opportunities. Yeah, I could kind of see that happening. Things happening very quickly. But honestly, I feel some of you have been there, done that with someone. Especially if you have a couple people coming back around, you know, because a lot of times when you're dating or seeing people, and, you know, people come back around after a long period of time and want these reconciliations. But I feel like I feel like you're open. The Empress is always open to talk and communicate, kind, compassionate, often forgiving, but make sure that you're getting something you want. Okay. Because I feel like we've got this King of Cups. It's like, indulge me, give me what I want, and then when you give them what they want, then they make up excuses. So that's why I say just be a little careful of somebody who comes in and, you know, feel sorry for me, you know, the pity party, and then you give them all this love and compassion, you forgive them, and then they turn around and you don't get anything out of it. So I just see that for some of you. So yeah, and I can already see the comments. I'm not reconciling, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you don't have to, but I still see something new here. So there it is. So I feel in the end, there'll be a reason to celebrate. I do see some of you getting multiple opportunities, invitations, where you just have to make a decision. One could be a reconciliation, but it also could be, the reconciliation could be with a group of people. Okay. That you may not be comfortable around, where something feels off. Okay. But I can definitely see a lot of chemistry with someone, and then I see chemistry being off, or you just feel something is off with someone. But there's the reason to celebrate. So I feel incoming multiple opportunities. I do see somebody coming in, chasing, not wanting you to get away. But I see you breaking free from somebody else here too. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you've got this handled. You know, it has to do with someone putting in the effort. See, it has to do with someone putting in the effort. It's an energy of a person. I feel there's someone who needs to do some inner work here. And it could be a person who kind of has a habit of manipulating, you know. Doesn't always mean they're up to anything. It could be because of insecurities, or they're just shy. They're not good at expressing themselves. They put their foot in their mouth, you know, things like that. So that's why the Empress can be often very forgiving, but the Empress is also wise and discerning. So yeah, I feel like you're going to have this handled here. You know, like I say, I see a victory with someone who puts in the effort. I feel that you're very connected to someone. You mirror each other. But that third energy, now whether it's just a past energy where it's you reflecting on it, okay, on a past energy, and you're taking the lessons you've learned, when this person comes in. I also like that energy of just going with the flow, because I do see change coming, okay, and even sudden change. So where you may all of a sudden realize that you don't feel the same about someone who's coming back around. So just take your time. See, me talks, time alone, finding your inner balance, waiting for things to kind of, you know, just kind of keep calm, just kind of be chill about it, as they say, and just go with the flow. Because I really feel with the Empress here, you're the one with the power here. Like, you're the one I feel that's, I actually feel like you're more confident than this other person. I mean, maybe you'll recognize that with this person coming around, that you're actually more confident, stronger, maybe more emotionally stronger than they are. So maybe that's something that's not really your thing. You know, everybody has a type. If you have a type of person that you're more interested in, you know, they may be too emotional or too shy. They can't express themselves well, and you might feel they're just not your type. Some of you too, I feel it's time to try a different type of person. Okay, don't be afraid to try a different type, and just give it a little time and be patient. You might be surprised when someone starts to feel comfortable, where they can open up emotionally, because we know the King of Cups is often very cautious, and kind of plays it safe. They don't really share a lot about themselves when they first meet someone. They keep a lot. They're their own anchor. They're very strong often inside, you know, but they keep those feelings there as well. Especially if they're a Cancer. Even Pisces or Scorpio, but yeah, they're often much more emotional than they come across, because they come in like this, with like the King of Wands, you see. Especially if it's a Scorpio, they'll come in with that King of Wands, confident, strong, brave, but inside, you know, they're hard on the outside, but very soft on the inside. So yeah, just take some time to think about it here. But I do see you moving towards a successful situation. Okay. But yeah, it looks like you're just about to move on with somebody here, or you're just about to put something behind, and then this person comes back around. Some of you, maybe even several people, and you might feel a little overwhelmed. Okay. But there's definitely something new too. So let's just actually look at that new. Yeah. Often you start something and it ends because something's off. But yet I see this beautiful joy, and that's why I feel there's two scenarios. Yeah, see? It's an energy of partnering up, some kind of, this could be someone asking you out to dinner, going somewhere. Or you might meet someone suddenly someplace, and it's just, you really hit it off while you're on a break from someone, you know, where you've had some kind of separation or time out. Everyone needs me time. And also a lot of people just need space. I do feel the energy of someone here, whether it's yourself or them. I feel some of you, especially if you're, you know, more mature, need a little space once in a while just to kind of think. So, okay. So I definitely see something new there. Yeah. And I do see an energy of compatibility, the need to cooperate and compromise. See, there's chemistry with someone here, and yet there's someone here where something is off. They're not your type. But if your type is, if your type has always led to a disaster, the tower coming down, that's where I feel it's time to give somebody maybe who's a little different an opportunity, and just kind of go with the flow and see where it goes. So, but yeah, I feel like you've got this, to be honest, with the Empress energy and that Six of Swords. I feel like you've learned a lot. It's like you know when to move away from a disaster. But yeah, so I do see having a few dates, see, trying something different. Connecting with someone who's different here. And I also see going out in public. I see someone introducing you to your friends. Yeah, I see reciprocity, someone who's very generous with their time and energy and gives you lots of attention. So you're going to be looking at these things, I feel, those of you who are going through this. Okay, but as far as contracts and negotiation, being on the same page with that reconciliation, those of you who have one, make sure that you are. Don't be afraid to express yourself, because if they don't like the way you express yourself, or they stop giving to you or talking to you because you've spoke to them, as long as you temper your words, watch your words, okay, and if they run away because of that, then they're probably not really your type in the long term anyway. It's not someone who will necessarily stick around. Anybody who's serious about long-term relationships will be content with listening, even if it stings a little. But that's why I feel the Temperance is here, and the Queen of Cups and Empress, to be kind and compassionate about it. Sometimes people are more sensitive than they appear. Okay, so do take care. I wish you guys the best. I see something long-term. I see the birth of something new. I see some of you actually even moving for a job and relocating. I actually feel it'll be a success. Okay, because I feel like you're manifesting more money. So it's telling you to be brave and be confident, okay, with this energy. So it's an energy of not giving up, not surrendering. Okay, but I actually feel like you got a person who's going to surrender to you here. Okay, watch your ego. Take care. Bye for now.